All right, so boom. After I've squared away 40 versus Sheed one rounder and Ehart versus Don Lady three rounder, that's done. The next order of business is Hansel versus Yunus. But here's the crazy part. I gotta take you way back to the beginning of the story again. So boom, I told y'all before I started sponsoring, I went out to Compton to attend an event, right? I attended Geechee Gotti versus Ward 2. Had the time of my life, got to meet Geechee and a bunch of other people. So fast forward, I'm now in my second year of sponsoring. First year was in the Spaces, second year I'm sponsoring live battles. So this is after the Tay Rock versus Cuban battle does well. This is after a bunch of battles, right? So this is August 2023. Um, I get hit up, you know what I'm saying, by Geechee Gotti, who, you know what I'm saying, I'd kept the rapport with since I attended the event. You know, little check-ins here and there. Yo, how you doing? Yo, was new with you? Was you know what I mean, free Geechee Gotti, of course. But it just little, you know what I'm saying, just nothing crazy. Just, you know what I mean, little updates. You know what I mean? Just showing love to the legend. Um, and so he hits me up, right? So now I'm like, damn. All right, I did my numbers at OSBL. I got everything done over there. Now this other major league is hitting me up, the Riot. I'm like, "Yo, I can't like, I gotta this gotta go so smooth. This gotta be the greatest sponsorship ever, right?" So Gishi hit me and he DMs me about Hansel versus XL, asked me if I want to sponsor it. So I'm like, "Yo, salute to XL, you know what I'm saying? Cool dude, whatever, whatever, but I'm trying to make history, you know what I'm saying? And no disrespect, but it's just I felt like Hansel and XL was not gonna be the battle that maybe they thought it was gonna be. I don't know how it went. And I'm thinking in my head, yo, this is my first opportunity to work with the Riot. I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm trying to be this good sponsor guy. So I'm just like, yo, Hansel and Excel is a cool battle, but we have a chance to do something crazy here. Mind you, this is my first time working with Geechee. So he could have been like, yo, cute nigga. Like, I'm gonna just go find another sponsor. Fuck you, nigga. Like, but he was like, okay, well, talk to me. So I'm like, so I'm looking at the Crucible situation, right? And I'm looking at these Crucible guys, and they hadn't really battled each other like that. So I'm like, yo, when I went to the Riot way back in like 2021, when I went to the Riot to see Geechee versus Ward 2, everybody I was a little late. Uh the shorties that I came to the event with, they long story short, women will make you late. So I was late, but I'm also a late person by nature, but I'm getting off track. So when I got there, I had missed Hansel versus Shastafa, but everybody in the building kept telling me, yo, Hansel, the golden child of the West. This is 2021, before he hits the crucible. You know what I'm saying? Like probably right before. But yo, Hansel, golden child, he's next up. He's the golden child of the West. Hansel, Hansel, Hansel. So after both Eunice and Hansel's in the crucible now and they did their thing, I'm like, yo, what if we pit one person from the Crucible versus the other person in the Crucible? We do Hansel versus Eunice. You know what I'm saying? And I can't remember. I want to say Geechee came up with that idea. All I did was say that there were other matchups we could do. We ran down a couple people, but Geechee came up with the Hansel versus Eunice, right? Soon as he said Eunice, y'all know Eunice was the reason I was sponsoring. We had already knocked out the Chef Trez versus Eunice battle. I was like, hell yeah. Yeah, let's do Hansel and Eunice. I hit up Eunice's manager, salute the doc. Doc was with it. And I just kept thinking back of my head, like, yo, what if URL don't like, you know what I mean? It's like, what if they plan on doing this battle and we impeding on their situation? But luckily the URL was gracious and they were in support of what Geechee had going on and a riot. They gave the blessing. So boom, now it's locked, right? So I make sure to pay Hansel and I pay Eunice. So they got paid, right? But I'm like, yo, I looked at the card. The card was crazy. The card had uh Vixen and Chilla, uh uh just like big names on the card. And I'm like, yo, we gotta find a way to stand out. You know what I'm saying? It was mad battles on that card. So I'm like, yo, not only am I gonna pay these niggas, I'm gonna add $1,000 on the floor to make it competitive. And the people that's in attendance are gonna have to judge the battle. So Geechee is with it. Geechee's like, oh yeah, I like that. Salute Geechee Gotti, man. Called the play, made it all happen. Got the blessing from URL, booked the battle. I sent the bread. Boom, boom, boom. Battle is set up, right? Yo, son, the battle goes down. I'm on the edge of my seat the whole time. The whole time. You know what I'm saying? Hansel ends up winning the battle. But to keep it tall, me personally, I had Yunus. But we gotta respect the judges. Gotta respect the judges. So Hansel did his numbers. The golden child of the West proved to be. And Yunus, of course, did his numbers as well. You know what I'm saying? It was such a great battle. I felt like, okay, we might got a in-class classic. You know what I'm saying? I finally, you know what I mean? And to this day, I still think this is the only battle that's the closest to a classic that I have. You know what I'm saying? But it was so well received. And the trick of putting money on the floor, that's a trick I learned in the spaces. When you put money on the floor, it makes it more competitive and more people come see it. When they announced there was $1,000 on the floor in the building, all the battlers came to come watch the battle. You know what I'm saying? So it was fire. Like it was fire. Like it went down fantastically. Salute to Hansel. He got the bread. I had to send Hansel that bread in portions because your boy was down 30 bands, but he got his money. Hey, hey. What angry fan be like? Hey, hey, hey. Don't get mad at me. Real talk. I was down 30 bands. I still made it happen though. I hustled. Little move here, all legal. Got the bread. Easy. Hansel got his money. You know what I'm saying? Hansel, Eunice and Hansel became a talked about battle. It was respected. And Tay Rock and Cuban was the one that made noise. This made more noise for We the Fans. Now people was like more than ever. They was like, yo, who is this We the Fans kid? Like, who is this guy? Like, he's booking these fire battles. And of course, Geechee shouted me out at the start of the battle, which not a lot of people do. I don't be tripping for real, but doing that really is fire because it elevates my brand. And Geechee is so solid. Free Geechee Gotti. I'm screaming that from the mountaintop. Geechee's so solid. He made sure. Not too many people even knew. He didn't have to do that. He could have just, I got my bread. Make the battle happen. Let's go. My son said, "Yo, shout out We the Fans. Yo, put my brand on the map even more." I gotta salute Geechee for that. You know what I mean? And it was such a great moment because it was like, even though Eunice lost, he did so well. Hansel did so well. I was so proud to be involved, you know what I'm saying, in a battle that was culturally shifting, you know what I mean? Culturally defining battle. And I also felt like karmically I paid my debt to Hansel because I had heard of Hansel since 2021. This battle didn't go down till 2023 near the end. So it took 2 years to work with Hansel. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I paid my debt, you know what I mean? And I missed his battle when I went to the riot event. So I just felt like all was right with the world, you know what I'm saying? And salute to him. He was amazing, man. I've always thought Hansel was incredible. From the moment people told me about him and I went and looked up his battles, he been the one, bro. He been the one. And I'm so glad he's getting more and more opportunities. Salute to Hansel. Salute to Eunice. Eunice, I'm always proud of you. This was such an amazing performance. Salute to Geechee Gotti. I can't stress enough. Geechee is the reason this battle happened. He's the reason this battle happened. So God bless Geechee Gotti. Free him. God bless his family. But yeah, Hansel versus Eunice. That's the story, man. And you know, again, I tell y'all these stories because if you're out there and you're trying to achieve something, understand it's gonna come with obstacles. Keep your eye on the prize. Stay focused on the end of the race. Just run your race. It's gonna be obstacles, it's gonna be setbacks, it's gonna be losses that are really lessons. Just keep running your race. This is how I built my brand. I'm gonna tell you every story, every behind the scenes tidbit. You know, well, not every tidbit. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep some things private. I'm not gonna tell you how much dudes got paid. I can tell you how much I spent on space battles, but I won't expose how much people got paid. But you know, people got paid very well. You know what I'm saying? And this is a battle I'm super proud of to this day. So God bless everybody that was involved, man. And let me know in the comments who you got for this battle and how you think. Do you think this is a classic? Is this a classic? Or I'm bugging. Some people tell me it's a classic. Some people say it'll be a classic one day when we see where Hansel ends up and we see where Eunice ends up. Like when their careers is blossoming, they could always go, yo, when they battled each other, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to Riot. You know what I mean? They did a great job production wise. The battle came out beautiful. The battle did numbers 200 plus, 200,000 plus. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very grateful. It's in the top 10 highest viewed battles on the Riot. So I'm forever grateful for that. Believe that. I think we're number 8 right now. Still pushing, trying to get to a top 5 spot. But I'll take number 8. If top 10 on a major league like the Riot, I accept it. You know, but once again, salute to Geechee Gotti for making this happen. Oh, and then he took it to Ruin Your Day. They did a live watch of it, and he shouted me out in the episode. Geechee always doing things he don't even have to do. He shouted me out for the love. He could have just gone up there and watched the battle live and kept it pushing. He made sure to shout me out and tell the story of how we put it together. Big salute to Geechee Gotti always. Free Geechee Gotti, free the real. Frank White, we the fans for the culture. I'm out of here.